Part one of how I had to call the police on my baby daddy and my ex close friend last night. So, yesterday, y'all know I brought Ava an iPad for getting straight A's and then to get in contact with her dad. So, yesterday, I was calling Ava iPad and she wasn't picking up. No biggie, because the iPad only works on Wi-Fi. It's not a service iPad, so I'm not complaining, you feel me? So, boom. I get a call from my baby last night. Let me show y'all what time my baby called me last night. My baby called me at 10:07 last night. The phone call was regular, you know. She was with her brother. They was telling me about their day, how they went to a baby shower, you know, what they ate, blah blah blah. So her and her brother was started going back and forth like how brothers and sisters do. Well, you know, they mini argument. It was so cute because he's 10 and she's 5, so it's so cute with their little argument. So I'm like, Ava, don't be mean. So I went to my mom and I'm like, Ma, Ava being mean, tell her brother. So my mom like, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. You know, having a normal conversation. So I walked back to the living room, minding my business, still talking to the kids. And her brother was like, Ava, you want to play Dress to Impress Roblox? Now, them two, they're addicted to Roblox. That's like their bonding time, their sister bonding time. So they playing Roblox, and Ava iPad, she shares her screen with me so I can watch her play Roblox, you know? So they're minding their business, you know, laying down in the bed. So her dad, my baby daddy, walks in the room, and my baby jumps so fast off the bed and hide under the bed. So now all I can see is like the phone is propped up, so I can see underneath the bed, and I can see kind of like the roof and the ceiling. Mind y'all, keep in note, he does not know I'm on this phone. So he like, Ava, get your up, get your up, get in this bed, get it. Like, he's cursing her out. I'm not saying nothing because I'm just shocked. I just want to see like what's gonna happen next. So Ava gets up and get in the bed. This man winds up a belt like this and like smack, 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 smack. And I'm like, yo, don't hit my baby with no belt. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? And he's trying to figure out like where that voice coming from. So he sees and he's like, you don't tell me what to do. And I'm like, I don't beat my baby with no belt. And you're hitting her hard as F. Do not. And she's crying. So we going back and forth. Guess who grabbed the phone? Ashley grabbed that phone and snatched that iPad out of my baby's face and said, Mariah, leave us the F alone, and hung up like Ava was her child. And I'm going to tell y'all in part 2 what happened next. Part 2 of how I had to call the police last night on my baby daddy and my ex-close friend. So, like I told y'all in part 1, she snatched the iPad out of my baby phone and said, Mariah, leave us alone, and hung up. So my mom is hearing this. So I immediately started crying. Like, tears is rolling down my eyes. Because mind y'all, I haven't seen my friend. Well, let me stop. She's not my friend. I haven't seen my ex-friend in 3 years. So that was my first time seeing her. And for her to like just snatch an iPad that we got her and hang up the phone like, she's your child. I'm livid. Like, tears are rolling. Like, I'm like pasting. So my baby called my phone back again. So I'm like, hello. She was like, mommy, my daddy and Ashley is being mean to me. So I'm like, what you mean she's being mean to you? So she's crying. She's like, they're being mean to me. They're being mean to me. Ashley grabbed her iPad again and said, Mariah said, and I was like, itch, don't play with me. Don't play with me. And then she hung up on me again. So I'm like, oh. So my mama mad. I'm calling my grandma. She's not answering. So I'm like, oh my God. I'm calling my grandma again. She's not answering. So I'm like, all right. I'm going to call my papa. I'm like, hey, papa, wake grandma up. It's an emergency. I need to get my baby. So my mom was like, we calling the police. We calling the police. So I'm going to show y'all that I had to call the police. So there's the police call from last night. Right. So mind y'all, got the phone with the police. But somehow... Not I didn't get the phone with the police. Somehow the police phone was not working. So my mom tried to call off her phone. And somehow it's like, why is the police not answering the phone? So, mind y'all, I got in touch with my daddy. So while my daddy me and my daddy is talking, Ava is blowing up my phone. So I'm like, hold on, daddy. I'm going to call you back. Ava called me. She's calling me crying. Like boom, crying. And then her brother started crying. So I'm like, yo, I'm crying. I'm like, it's my baby, so I'm emotional. Like, I'm seeing my baby cry. I just see my baby get beat on. So I'm crying, and I'm like, hold on, Ava, I'm gonna call you back. I'm trying to get you. She's like, Mommy, I want to go to your house. Mommy, come get me. I want to go to the house. I'm like, I'm trying, baby. I'm trying. So while I'm on the phone with my daddy, I'm gonna show y'all how many times my baby called me. Like, how many missed calls I got from my baby with me calling my daddy. This how many times my baby called me. Missed calls, FaceTime video calls from my baby. So boom. Once I got the phone with my daddy, I called my baby iPad back again, and y'all won't believe what happened, but I'm gonna tell y'all in part 3. Part 3 of how I had to call the police on my baby daddy and my ex-friend last night. So boom, I called Ava iPad back. So this time, Ava crying. She's still crying over the phone. So my baby daddy, he running his mouth. So my mama grabbed the phone and was like, what we gonna call him? She was like, John, I am calling the police and I'm calling DCF on you right now. I'm calling them on you right now. So he like, for what? Y'all can come get her right now. Y'all can come pick her up right now. Matter of fact, I'll drop her off. So we like, we don't mind coming get her, but we finna call that police first, because we'll be dang if we drive over there and y'all try to call the police on us and then backfire us and we be on jail. That is not happening. So the girl's still talking crazy. in the background. So when my mama got the phone, the girl grabbed the phone, cussed at my mama, and hung up. So I'm in my head, I'm like, oh girl, you done crossed the line. You already did something slimy, dating my baby daddy, and now you disrespecting my baby, and now you just cursed at my mama. Girl, are you okay? He got this girl feeling too entitled and too overpowering and very much overstepping her boundaries. Already feel comfortable laying in the bed with my baby and taking my baby a bath. Girl, you're crossing the line too many levels. So I called my grandma back, and my grandma called his mama. And once his mama answered that phone, y'all would not believe what happened when his mama answered that phone. You wouldn't believe what this boy done lied about again. Part 4 of how I had to call the police on my baby daddy and my ex-close friend last night. So like I told y'all, my grandma had called his mama. So she called his mama. Mind you, I was not there because I was at my house and my grandma was at her house. So this is what my grandma told me what happened. So she called the phone and the mama was like, hello. So she was like, what's going on? What's going on with my grandbaby down there? And then his mom was like, oh, I'm not sure. All I'm hearing is a lot of commotion. Like, I'm just waking up because I hear a lot of commotion going on. So the mom passed the daddy the phone. So she like, oh, we're gonna call him Mr. Scott. So she was like, hey, Mr. Scott, what's going on with my grandbaby down there? Because she is calling my granddaughter phone crying, historically crying. So he like, I don't know, Miss Parrish, I don't know what's going on. I just hear a lot of commotion. Let me get up. So mind y'all, if y'all watch my videos when I had on a green shirt, mind y'all, my baby daddy had called me Thursday being very, very disrespectful. So his daddy walked out and he called him. He was like, baby daddy, come here right now. Why are you hitting this girl with a belt? Why are you being so disrespectful? He was cussing him out. So he was like, let me see your phone. So my baby daddy was like, what you want to see my phone for? What do you want to see my phone for? So he said, let me see your phone. So mind y'all, pause, just think about it. I just thought about it, how the way his dad talked to him, that's probably why he feels like he can talk to me and his child like that. Because I feel like that's how he was raised. Like, not that I feel like, baby, he was raised like that. Like, you could tell by the demeanor with the daddy and all of that other stuff. So mind you, while they're talking, the police arrived at the house. Because let's not forget, I was calling the police. So my mama called the police because I was too emotional. My adrenaline was high because I couldn't get to them without getting in trouble. So the police got there. So once the police got there, they pulled my baby outside. Part 5 of how I had to call the police on my baby daddy and my ex-close friend last night. So once the police got there, they pulled everybody that was inside my baby daddy house outside to the porch, which means my baby daddy, the girlfriend Ashley, his mom, his dad, Ava, and then her brother. So they're all outside talking to the police. So mind y'all, we have no idea at this moment what the police is saying to my baby daddy and them. All we know was the police was going to give us a call back to tell us the update of what's the next move we can do. So
we're waiting. I'm panicking, obviously, because I'm trying to get to my baby daddy house, and my mom and my dad is calming me down because my emotions is so high. I don't know if y'all ever been so mad and you start crying. So I'm crying. They knew I was getting ready to go. One way or another, I was going to get to that house. But my parents kept telling me, Mariah, calm down, calm down, calm down. You do not want to go down there and do something crazy and lose your child for good. So I'm like, all right. So boom, the police end up calling my mom. So when the police called my mom, the police and my mom is talking. So mind you, my mom is in the cafeteria. My mom is in the kitchen, and I'm in the family room still on the phone with my daddy because he's still trying to calm me down. So my mom and the police having a conversation, and then out of nowhere, my mom start like, what? Like, she wasn't agreeing with what the police was saying. So I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So I knew it was something wrong. So I just started crying even more because I'm like, bro, this is why I did not want my baby to go down there. So my mom hands me the phone. Y'all would not believe what the police told me. Like, what the police told me, I was so mad and I did not agree with it. But I'm not going to leave y'all hanging. I'm really going to make the next part for y'all right now. Part 6 of how I had to call the police on my baby daddy and my ex-close friend last night. So my mom hands me the phone. So the police is on the phone. So he's like, hello, are you the mother of Ava's blank? And I'm like, hi, yes, it's me. So he's like, okay, so look, this is what's going to happen tonight. The father of right now does not want you to come pick the baby up. So I immediately started bawling out crying. So my mom was like, calm down, Mariah. What's wrong? And I'm like, I told you I should have never let her went over there. He's saying I can't pick my baby up. He's saying I can't pick my baby up. So she's like, calm down. So he's like, hey, ma'am, this is the case number. As of now, the dad doesn't want you to come pick her up. We was able to talk to the baby. We was able to talk to the father and, you know, the girlfriend, and, you know, here's the case number, and you could take this, you know, you could take this case number however you want to take it. So I'm like, so when can I get my baby? And he's like, oh, well, that's up to you and the dad to speak about, because he is the father of this child, so maybe you should talk to him. And I'm just like, bro, I started just downing myself and beating myself up, because I'm like, maybe I should have just got in the car and maybe I should have went to go get my baby, because I'm just doing what's right. Because when my mom told him that we was calling DCF and the police, he was just telling us we could come pick her up. But I guess that when the police told my baby, like, you know, you are the father, you can keep her, maybe he started like feeling himself. And then what made it even worse is when I started crying, my mom snatched the phone from me. And the police told my mom, in the state of Florida, it's not a crime for a parent to beat their child like that. It's not a crime for a parent to talk down on them and, you know, and doing all this other stuff. It's not a crime. Then he goes to tell my mom, I'm pretty sure you used to do that with your kids. And my mom's like, no, I did not. I never, you know, never did that. You know, I never did that to my kids. So I'm just beating myself up, because I'm like, maybe I should have just gotten in the car. Maybe I should have just went down there and just got my baby and just took the risk. Maybe if they would have called the police and I would have went to jail, all my baby knows that my mommy tried, you know? And I just started beating myself up. I just felt like I let my baby down. So I'm like, so when can I pick up my baby? Tomorrow? So he's like, you know, if you and the dad agree with it, that's something that you and the dad will have to talk about. That's something that you guys will have to agree with it. He was like, but in the state of law, he is the father. He can, you know, basically have your baby. He can literally, you know, spend as much time as your baby as he wants to. And it's like, y'all don't have no paperwork down in stone, so he can keep the baby. And I just started crying. I just really felt like I really felt like I let my baby down and I couldn't get to my baby. I just felt like I really couldn't get to my baby. But then the next morning, somebody called me, and I'm going to tell y'all how my baby got back here.